Hi, welcome to our latest developer chat. We thought today we'd come and find a new location, a new space, and so we're hoping that this works reasonably well today. We'll see how it goes. So this is our second or third, maybe fourth developer chat that we've started running, and we've decided to, as we mentioned last time, start splitting these around technology and marketing. And today we're going to be focusing purely on the opportunities that are coming up very shortly for you to market and promote your add-ons. We know that a lot of time and effort and love and care, and in some cases blood, sweat and tears, goes into creation of the add-ons. And it's hugely important about how you discuss and talk through those and then market them through to the channels we've got. But before we get ahead of that, let's introduce ourselves. We'll have new people coming along and not sure who we are. So, hi, I'm Kieran McKenzie. I'm the API evangelist here at MYOB. My role is to get out and meet folks like yourselves, bring you on board talking about our API, what you can do from a technical point of view, and then, of course, talking about your add-ons in the market. Beside me, we have
Ria. I look after the marketing for the team, and I pretty much communicate these marketing message to you guys.
And
Damesh, I'm the add-on specialist. I work with Kieran and Ria, helping you get your product towards our marketplace.
Excellent. Okay, so as we've mentioned today, we're going to start looking at the marketing bits and pieces, and there's a few things coming up in the very near term that provide you some opportunities. Now, there's a whole bunch of things we could talk about, and we will over time. Today, specifically, we're going to look at Partner Connect, which is an upcoming event run in August, and we're also going to touch on the add-on showcase activity we've been running online and some plans coming up in that space. So I generally talk way too much in these things, so today I'm going to hand over to Ria, and she's going to talk through and ask some questions around Partner Connect.
Thanks, Kieran. Hi, everyone. We'll be chatting to you, as Kieran said, about Partner Connect. I'm just going to take you through, I guess, what the event is about, what you need to do, what's important, and just discuss with the guys, what you really need to know it. I guess first up, the Partner Connect event is a two-day event run across Australia and New Zealand. We invite our bookkeepers, certified consultants, and RMPs to come listen and learn, see how MYOB can benefit your business, shortcuts and case studies. We take you through that, and we also.
What's an RMP?
Retail practice manager.
Retail manager
practice. That's right. And we go through and provide a two-day event that you can network with peers and also hear from MYOB staff as well as the developer themselves. Now, as mentioned, it's a two-day event, and there are two streams. One where MYOB will be presenting solutions, and there's an opportunity for yourself to present solutions as well to the audience. So, Kieran, how about you tell us about the streams and what's in it for the developers? How can they showcase their products?
So historically, we've run these events, as Ria said, they are two-day events. I'll just caveat that. There's actually about 4 or 5 events. There are only 2 of them are two-day events. So we run a bunch of state events across Australia, and then we run 2 national events. One this year is in Wellington and in the Gold Coast, and those are the two-day ones. We've been fighting for a little while internally to have the opportunity to give you more chance to be actively involved in these, and so this year we are running the second day very stream-based. Now, historically at conferences and events, when you run a stream, it's people's choice. People come along and say, I want to learn about cake decoration, I want to learn about cake baking, I want to learn about cake packaging, and you choose which one to go to. And we sort of looked at that as a business and went, well, that's kind of nice and all, but there's always that thing where, hey, I wanted to go to that one and I missed out on it. And so what we've done this year is we've actually split up, and hopefully this will actually not just be a great big white thing. Yeah, I'll do it that way. The light won't shine so much on it. We're going to have these 4 streams running across A, B, C, D. They haven't quite been finalised.
Do you want me to talk to Kieran? You can
well, I just wanted the light there might.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
That'll work. Okay, so let's say D is our developers. We're going to take the audience of people coming along and split them into 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are 4 time zones through the day. So effectively, each group will actually work their way through every piece of content. And so what we'll have is these spots here for developers to get up and talk about their products. Let's put that down now. And developers will be able to share what their product is and talk about it. And it will be a bit of a quick fire thing. We haven't finalized the details yet, but we're thinking there might be 10-minute blocks, it might be 7-minute blocks, it might be a combination of. And it may be theme-based, it may be something else, so it's still some big questions. but for the first time this year, there is opportunity for developers to be on the stage talking and promoting their add-ons to that recommender audience. And as we said, that's your certified consultants, your accountants, the bookkeepers, and the retail manager professionals who are out there. So a wide range of people who small businesses go to. So we're looking forward to that. There will be news coming very, very soon around that. We know it's not far away, but we are racing hard to finalize the details and things there.
And we also wanted to provide you the opportunity to finalize the content that you're going to be taking to these shows, so the audiences to get as much out of the solution as you can. So we've, I know in the past we've used elevator pitches. Kieran, do you want to tell us a little bit about the elevator pitch and just remind us why we need that, or why these guys would need that?
So again, one of the things that we're exploring here is in the broader scheme of how we help you share your story through to our channels. It's becoming very evident that a lot of people are time poor. So someone coming up to your booth, they've got 30 seconds to a minute for you to engage them. I tend to tell the story of if you were coming here to visit us, and by the way, you're all welcome to come and visit us and explore this place. Let's say you're coming off the car park, you happen to step in the lift, and Tim Reed is there, and he says, "Hi, so you're an add-on provider. What do you provide?" And you've literally got 30 seconds to a minute to talk to him before the lift gets to the top floor. I mean, that's the whole concept behind the elevator pitch, right? Can you sum up your business, your solution, specifically focusing on what are the pain points you solve for a business in one sentence, in 30 seconds? This is the elevator pitch idea. And we're starting to use that a lot more. And for those of you who exhibited with us at the roadshow in February timeframes, we asked for elevator pitches there. We have a little bit of a framework, and we'll update it below the video here afterwards. It's along the ideas of, for this type of customer, this solution solves these pain points. So we've got a bit of a framework to help you there. But this is becoming much more important in the data we collect from you. We use it internally. When we're trying to explain to the call center team or the sales team or someone why solution X is such a great solution, we're pulling on your elevator pitch to make sure that we accurately represent you. So we'll be asking you for that a lot more. And Ria, we're going to do it in the booklet again this time?
Yes. So we will be doing a booklet to showcase your solutions. And Damish, you wanted to maybe expand a little bit more on what we'll need from the guys to put that together?
Actually, previous year, we will have exhibition stands for our developer partners. So just the link, there's a link below, which basically provides you more information on the exhibitor opportunity.
It's not there yet. It will be after the video. In case you're looking now.
It's not there right now. It will be there soon. If you were an exhibitor at our roadshow earlier this year, the setup and the costing is going to be similar. It's so we're looking around $500 to $1,000 for each event for each add-on partner to showcase a solution at the Partner Connection event. Again, the link that will be there will allow you to put an expression of interest on if you want to become an exhibitor at the roadshow.
We would say move reasonably quickly. We've already been communicating this out twice already, and we've got about 30 odd people already expressing interest. We do have limited booth spots. I think in New Zealand we're sitting at around 8 to 12 booths. We're just trying to finalise details there. So New Zealand's not a big venue, and on the Gold Coast we've got potentially up to 30. And so we will have to sort of pick and choose a little bit. Some of those things we are looking for is you must be an API integration. We won't be accepting any exhibitions from people who are ODBC only. So we're putting that line in the sand. So it's API only. We will put preference on certified solutions, premium partners, and then we'll open up to other channels after that for space filling. It's a really good opportunity. It's a slightly smaller number set of people coming than it was at the road shows. However, you've got 2 days. You can really engage with people. You can go beyond that elevator pitch and really discuss things with them. There's a drinks opportunity in the evening to network and mingle. There is a dinner time as well. So one of the evenings there's a celebratory dinner with the partners. So it's a great chance to get into their world a little bit too and talk through what are the things that they face and how your product fits into that space and can help them. And if you talk to other developer partners who've been along before, it's just a great community side of things.
It's a great networking. Great networking opportunity, and it will be a really great event, so don't miss out and sign up.
So hit that expression of interest link down the bottom. We do hope to have some details, some finalized details through by Monday, correct?
Certainly.
So hopefully by Monday we're sending out saying lock your place in, and that means putting your money where your mouth is. And as Damesh said, we're trying to hit that 500 to 1,000, closer to 500 price range if we can.
Fantastic.
So tell me a bit more about this booklet. Why is this booklet so important? You know, it seems we're digital. Why are we doing a print book?
Well, it's a great, it's a great piece of collateral that partners can take and share with their clients. It gives them something tangible to really hold on to and to read, and to get into print form what your solution is all about. We have the intention of putting this eventually online as an ebook, so then we can update the content, we can update offers, we can update. As your solution grows and expands, we can then put that into an ebook format that can live a longer shelf life as opposed to a booklet. But there is still a need for partners to use that booklet to share with their clients, and it does provide something tangible that they can use. So there is a market for it. We just would translate it in something online a little bit later on.
So, and with that as well, one of the questions we often get with these activities is, can we put stuff in the bags? And the answer from the business has been of late, no, we can't put collateral in the bags for attendees. And that's where this booklet idea comes into play. It's a level playing field for all add-ons we put into the space. The other beauty is that if we were only doing collateral and bags, it would only be for the 2 events, and so you're only hitting a maximum of around 500-ish people. But because we're doing this booklet, it's going to every attendee across all the events, and so it's looking more like 1,200 plus people who will be having access to this. It then gets distributed through some of our internal channels as well. So the reach of the booklet is much, much greater, and it really is touching on that need that a lot of our accounting partners and certified consultants and such like are still in a real tangible world. While we're driving a lot more traffic to our websites, having something intermediary is a great way to bring them on board, have something that lives a little longer on their desktop, that's in their bag, they're out with their customers, they can show them to that sort of thing, and then it goes beyond there. So we're looking forward to that. The last one that we did for Roadshow had huge response to it. People really loved the fact that they could just go through it and see the pieces there. So we're looking forward to having that. So what else is happening around Partner Connect?
Damage?
I threw that. I suddenly went,
what we can guarantee is that it would be a really great event, and
yes,
it's a good opportunity to network. We're getting huge uptake from our partners to date, so the possibilities would be really great for you guys to attend.
I think the other thing just to mention as well is, for those of you who don't get an exhibition spot or don't have something to exhibit right now, you are welcome to attend. It's a great time, and that's the 2-day event, or come along to the single-day events in your state. And again, we'll have an email out to you shortly. A great place to come along and catch up with the news and activity from the MYOB family. So learn more about Pay Direct, learn more about the MYOB Essentials, learn more about what we're doing. It's a much more in-depth day. We have various product managers joining us. So, Dale Dixon, the product manager for AccountRight, will be there talking in depth about how this new feature works or what this happens, and that sort of thing. So again, come along even if you're not exhibiting, and learn more about the product and start to evaluate where your product fits in, and just network and mingle.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alrighty, so we are about halfway through. So let's change focus and talk about these things called showcases.
Yeah.
What are showcases and what are we doing?
Well, this year, you would have noticed we're ramping up our showcase activity. We've been running them since February now, and the uptake we've been getting from viewers has been really, really good. We find with each session that we've run so far, we're getting more and more partners involved, and more and more partners are asking questions about add-on solutions. It's definitely on their radar. In terms of trying to get more information and to learn more. We are going to continue running these events right throughout till the end of the year. At times there will be theme-based, based on what's happening in the financial year, back to work, tax time, those kinds of themes. We're also going to start theming them along the lines of verticals. So opportunity to really showcase your add-on where it comes to a specific industry, and how that fits in, and how that add-on solves pain points for those businesses. So far, we've been running them for about 30 minutes, and we found that length of time really works well. That leaves you 7 minutes to present your add-on. Again, that's why it's really important for us to highlight that elevator pitch within your dialogue to these partners, because it's a short time frame where you want to get as much information as possible, and that elevator pitch is really handy to include.
So Ria, just before you go too far, you mentioned a phrase in there, pain points.
Yes.
You want to unpack, what do we talk about when we talk about pain points? What do we mean?
Sure. Pain points meaning what the business, what points the business struggle with, and what areas of the business that can be made a little bit easier with an add-on solution. So, you know, MYOB software, obviously fantastic for doing the day-to-day accounting, but there are some pain points, for lack of a better word. There are pain points that businesses can solve by using your add-ons. Kieran, do you want to maybe give an example?
An example, yeah, exactly.
I think that would be a good...
So, as you touched on, MYOB is great at accounting, absolutely fantastic, but is an absolutely terrible appointment scheduling system. You just wouldn't use it for that. But, you know, the guys in NZ from Timely who have an appointment scheduling system, it solves that pain point. For me, who's managing my day on a calendar focus, either in a diary or on a manual calendar or something, that's disconnected from my customers, that's disconnected from my invoicing, it's disconnected from how much this cost, and then this customer also bought something from me, and I've made a note here, and then I've got to put it into the system. It's all completely disconnected. So something like Timely comes along and solves those pain points by creating a really slick, sweet solution that allows me to do that online, that is connected with my customers. And then the bonus of that is that then it connects to the accounting package. So the invoicing comes through, the end-of-day sales come through. That's
right. And it's just a seamless solution for a business to then adopt and make their business life easier. They can get back to doing the things that they really love doing, which is what we aim for.
So I think the thing to highlight here is, as we touched about elevator pitches before and how important they are, the other part of the puzzle that we're really trying to work with our add-on partners around is, what are those key pain points that you're solving? And really, we challenge you to sit down and think about these things, so that when we have these conversations with you, it's not a foreign concept, and it's not like, oh yeah, I think I do this and I do that. Really hone what those key salient points are. But I'd also challenge you, stop thinking about them the way you think about them and the way we think about them, and think about them the way your customer does. So for example, we were talking the other day about how we promote something to a tradie, and we were talking about the idea of inventory management. So we know that a tradie's got a van, he's got a crap load of stuff in the back of his van, and he goes out on the road. And we would turn that as inventory management, and potentially you would come to us and say, oh, we've got a great inventory management app for tradies. Well, that's great, but the tradies, do they talk about inventory management, or do they quite literally say, what's in my van? Right? So how do we put it, we wouldn't necessarily use those terms, but how do we put it into their terms to say, what is it that you're actually solving for them? So have a think about those things and think about how we're phrasing it. We are going to be starting to ask you for a lot more detail around these for the listing sites, for where we promote you and put your content online, or talk about you in different things from the brochure to roadshows and such like. So what are those pain points? The other caveat on that, or the other comment to say on that, is if you've got a reasonably broad product that goes across multiple industry verticals or multiple themes, try and do that around those pieces of the puzzle as well. Right? So what is it that your product does for plumbers that it does different for a lawnmower? You know, what does it do different for a cafe than it does for a hairdresser? And then help us to unpack some of that stuff so that, again, we represent you correctly to the market. The idea here is, how do we make it easier for customers to discover your add-on that fits their business? That's
right. And I think by distilling it in that way, it's easier for the audience to then resonate, this is what I need for my business, and becomes better uptake at the end of the day.
Okay, so back to showcases. I've heard a rumour that there's some stuff happening in New Zealand, great place by the way, around some showcase activity. Do you want to just unpack some of the thought we've got into what's happening over there?
Sure. So I think it's from the end of June, we'll start doing some vertical-based showcases, meaning we're taking some key industries and highlighting some add-ons that we can then showcase to those industries. We're running it for about maybe 4 to 6 weeks, where we can tailor the solutions to the audience and have a look at how MYOB accounting software can integrate with the add-ons, and then again solve a business pain point and give a seamless solution to their product.
And this is quite exciting because we're using New Zealand as a test bed, and as us Kiwis know, New Zealand is a test bed. We're often used in that case, and it's great for us here as well. We've got that ability. So we are testing this concept of really tightly focused vertical and industry-specific content, and we're not just talking a showcase. There is going to be EDMs and other activity that goes with this to the market, and if it works really well, go the Kiwis, we'll bring it over here to Australia and roll it out here as well. And along with that will be a complete potentially a complete revamp of the add-on site, which will have a whole depth of new landing pages and content created around the outside of it to really support. But we're really looking forward to this whole campaign around the verticals and industry type areas, with showcases being a central part of that activity. So we've already reached out to some folks, and you know who you are for the New Zealand ones. We are looking forward to reaching out to the Australian market a bit more and driving some of that over here too. So keep an eye on that.
Sure.
And they kick off from the end of
June. That's right. First one being a partner showcase, and then we launch into industry-specific showcases, and we're going to stagger that throughout the month of June, month of July, I'd say.
Yeah, month of July. Excellent. Cool.
One other thing I wanted to touch on quickly was we are trying to make these showcases better each time. You know, with each showcase we gather insights, we look at feedback from you guys, we also look at feedback from partners. So at the end of each session, we do send out surveys to our partners to get their feedback. So we are working on making it better. It is a test and learn scenario, but I think we're certainly heading in the right direction. Yeah.
Totally. So on the note of trying to learn more from our communities and bits and pieces, we've recently sent a link out to everybody, and I don't think everybody's been good and clicked that link. So Damesh, what link am I talking about?
So we've just spawned a survey for our developer partners. So we are very eager to know what our developer community. So we've just got a 2-minute survey for you guys, and the link is again below there. We just want to know what product you're integrating with, if you have integration completed in market, or you're planning to get yourself on board the API. Let us know, and also we want to know how was the support from the MYOB API team? What do you think about it? How satisfied are you? So it's just a small 2-minute survey for you to answer, and we just want to know how you're doing.
And it comes back to one of those things. We can only promote what we know about, right? And so if you don't tell us what you do, if you don't tell us that your elevator pitch and your pain points that you're solving, we can't read your minds. As good as we are, you know, we just can't. So yeah, do fill that survey in, but also just talk to us. You know, send us an email, developers@myob.com. Send us on Twitter. In fact, we forgot to mention at the start of the list that we will be taking questions potentially over Twitter. So anyway, we'll do that next time. But do talk to us a bit more throughout the process as well. We do know we get a lot of people, you know, sending in some technical requests, but often it goes quiet after that. And so we really want to know, how are you going with your customers? What's working for you? What's not working? How can we help promote some of those bits and pieces? We recently had some changes to the MYOB website. What impact did they have? We only had about 4 or 5 developers actually talk to us and say, hey, we've seen this impact. Can you do something about it, or can we do something else? So do fill in the surveys. They are an opportunity to have an impact. This one's quite a light touch. It's really simple about what do you plug into from our product range, and what might you plug into in the future, and how have you found the team to deal with lately. But also, we do from time to time ask more specific questions. What endpoints would you like? What technical side of things would you want? And we'll probably get to the point of saying, you know, would you want to be involved in more showcases? If we did something in this space around marketing, would it work for you? If we hired a hot air balloon and put your name on it and sent it to the sky, would it work? I don't know we'd get that past very many people. But, you know, we're going to ask those sort of questions. If you don't answer them, we can't represent you the way you want to be represented. And we'll just forge ahead and do what we think's right. And we don't always get it right. So the surveys are a really important part of you having an impact in our technical roadmap, in our planning around marketing promotion, and in us understanding what is it you really need from us moving forward and that sort of thing. So that's the survey side of things. I think we've got a few minutes left. I am just going to go and just check Twitter, because you never know. There might be a few people who have responded on that. We are looking, of course I'm in airplane mode, so I can't do that anyway. So we are looking at ways of engaging with you through these conversations. And so we'll start opening up the idea of question and answers. If I wasn't having to look down there all the time, I might actually try looking at Google Chat, but I'm not looking at you. And so that's a bit fair. So anything else we want to add or thoughts around things that we've talked about today? Or are we going to wrap this one up a little early?
I think we can wrap this one up a little bit early, and we add more to the next one.
Perfect. Alrighty. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. If you do have questions and comments or thoughts on this video, developers@myob.com, drop us a note or tweet us, MYOB API, or phone us if you've got a phone number and those sort of things. You know where we are. If you're in Melbourne, come out and have a coffee or something. Come and see us. If you want to be on the Partner Roadshow, Partner Connect with us, make sure you hit that expression of interest form that will be below here very shortly. In fact, we'll go back to our desks now and do that. There will be more emails coming out lately, so just check on those around attending or exhibiting at Partner Connect, and then fill in that survey. Otherwise, we will see you in approximately 3 or 4 weeks' time for a technical developer chat, hopefully around a new release and some new endpoints there. So have a good weekend, and we'll see you all when we see you.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.